This is Marcy Anderson with the Fishing Report for Southeast Kentucky. On Lake Cumberland, the water temperatures are running in the mid-50s. Striped bass have been hit or miss, and there's an abundance of short stripers in the lake right now. We've been seeing several crappie on the main lake in the Burnside and Waitsboro area. Anglers have been having success fishing around cover and standing timber using minnows and small jigs in 20 to 25 feet of water. Walleye can be found on main lake points right now, so try trolling crankbaits in 20 to 40 feet of water. On Dale Hollow Lake, smallmouth are being picked up on points using jigs in 25 to 35 feet of water. Rainbow trout were recently stocked in Cannon Creek Lake and Clear Creek in Bell County. Clear Creek is part of the catch and release trout program, so only artificial baits can be used and trout must be immediately released. So good luck and good fishing.
This is Rob Rold in the Northwestern Fishery District. The past couple of weeks or so has been pretty slow on both reservoirs with the crazy water level fluctuations. Both Rough and No Lynn were on their way to winter pool about halfway when we kept getting several rains. Events that moved through filled them both back up above summer pool, and now that things have slowed down, No Lynn is at winter pool or just about 3 feet above. Rough River Lake is barely back to summer pool, and it's falling a few inches a day. But despite the crazy weather and water level, they're still picking up a few fish, crappie as well as bass. You need to be willing to move around and search for them. The habitat, the brush piles for the crappie, or rocks or logs that the bass are hanging around today, and you catch them there, may be out of the water in the next couple of days. Lake Malone and our smaller state lakes are of course less impacted by the water level fluctuations, and folks are still catching decent amount of bass on all the lakes, on Carpenter as well as Malone and Mauset. Seems like jigs have been a good bet, especially tipped with plastics, as well as some shallower or medium running crankbaits and crawfish or shad colors. Ohio River is high and muddy again from all the rains here as well as upstream. Very little's gone on there. It's way above pool. When it does get back down to a fishable level and stabilize, start looking for sauger in the tailwaters. They should be there showing up anytime and only improve through the next month or two. Finn's Lakes were stocked with trout 2 or 3 weeks ago, so that's a good bet for fishing in this crazy weather we're having. So that's an update from the Northwestern Fishery District. When our reservoirs finally reach winter pool and stabilize, crappie fishing should pick up on both of them. But until then, try some of the smaller state lakes or Finn Lakes options. Please remember, always be safe, wear your life jackets, especially this time of year. Cold water hypothermia can set in very quickly.
This is Justin with your fishing report from the Northeast. The cooling temperatures mean that some fish are starting to warm up. One of the main places to talk about is the Ohio River. Sauger fishing is really starting to take off. Try fishing deeper water along current breaks below the dams. Also around the mouths of tributaries is a great spot to focus on for these guys. Try using twister tails, blade baits, and jigs. Winter crappie fishing is also starting to take off. Focus on the upper reaches of Cave Run and Grayson. Most people are having success spider rigging along stick-ups in about 15 to 20 foot of water. Trout are also being stocked all along our region. Check the website regularly to stay up to date. You can find it by going to fw.ky.gov and typing trout stocking schedule into the search box. That should do it for us in the Northeast. Good luck and stay safe.